Hello students, welcome to UMaths class. I hope you all are eager to learn new concept with me. In the previous video, we learned that the incenter and the circumcenter of a triangle. If you have not watched it yet, link is in the description. Let's learn today altitudes and medians of a triangle. Let's draw triangle to understand what altitudes are. Look at the triangle ABC. Sec AD is drawn from vertex A to its opposite side BC such that it is perpendicular to BC, then it is called an altitude. By this on-screen figure, we have understood the altitude of a triangle is a perpendicular line segment drawn from a vertex of a triangle to the side opposite to it. Line segment AD is one of the altitudes of this triangle. It is commonly referred as the height of a triangle and it's denoted by the letter H. Remember, altitude has to be perpendicular to the side. Point D may or may not be midpoint of segment BC. Since there are three sides in a triangle, three altitudes can be drawn in a triangle. Let us draw all three altitudes in this triangle ABC. If you take A as a vertex point, then opposite side is BC. If you take C as a vertex point, opposite side is AB. And if you take B as a vertex point, opposite side is AC. Opposite side of a vertex is called base of a triangle. Segment CF is the altitude from vertex C. Segment AD is the altitude from vertex A. Segment BE is the altitude from vertex B. Observe here, all altitudes passes through single point. We can say that the altitudes of a triangle are concurrent. Let's analyze this figure. In this triangle, which altitude meets at one single point, and the point where the altitude meet is called the orthocenter, and it is denoted by the letter O. It is a very simple concept. We just drop perpendicular from every vertex to its opposite side and get the orthocenter. But this was an example of acute angle triangle. What if it is not an acute angle triangle, any other triangle, will this orthocenter in the same place? Here you can observe in acute angle triangle, the orthocenter is in interior of a triangle. Let us see now, if the triangle is a right angle triangle, where will be the orthocenter? First, let us draw an altitude BD from vertex B. We know that in a right angle triangle, two sides are perpendicular. The two sides perpendicular will themselves become the altitude of respective vertex. So, observe here, segment AB and segment BC are the altitudes of vertex A and C. All three altitudes meets at a single point, which is vertex opposite to the hypotenuse. Here we have understood the orthocenter of a right angle triangle is lie on the vertex opposite to the hypotenuse. Now let us understand where the obtuse angle triangle orthocenter lie. First, let us take an altitude BD from vertex B to side AC. Observe here, vertex A opposite side is BC. To draw a perpendicular from vertex A to segment BC, we had to extend CB. So, segment AE becomes an altitude from vertex A. Similarly, to draw an altitude from vertex C, we have to extend AB. After we draw all the altitudes, we had to extend each one to form the orthocenter. This proves that the obtuse angle triangle, the orthocenter lie outside the triangle. Now we know the orthocenter of an obtuse angled triangle is in the exterior of the triangle. I am sure you must have understood altitudes of a triangle. Three altitudes of a triangle meet at one point called the orthocenter. The orthocenter is denoted by the letter O. If the triangle is acute, the orthocenter will lie interior of the triangle. In the case of right angled triangle, it will lie on the vertex at which the triangle is right angled, and if obtuse, it will lie at exterior of the triangle. Let us learn now medians of a triangle. Draw triangle to understand what medians are. Look at the triangle ABC. Assume we had point D on segment BC such that BD is equal to DC. It means D is the midpoint of segment BC. A segment drawn from a vertex to the midpoint of its opposite side is called a median. So, segment AD is one of the median of the triangle ABC. The median is a line segment that joins a vertex and the midpoint of the opposite side of a triangle. Since there are three sides in a triangle, three medians can be drawn in a triangle. In this on-screen figure, seg AE, seg BF and seg CD are the medians of this triangle ABC. We can see that all medians are passes through a single point. The medians of a triangle are concurrent. The point of concurrency of the medians is called the centroid, and it is denoted by letter G. Does the centroid always lie inside the triangle? Let us try moving the vertex around. No matter where it is moved, the centroid always lies inside the triangle. Note here, for any triangle, the location of centroid G is always in the interior of the triangle. Let us understand the property of the centroid of a triangle. The centroid G of the triangle divides each median in the ratio of 2:1. Let us understand this. Median AE is divided to AG and GE. So, length of the AG and GE is in the ratio of 2:1. Similarly, length of BG and length of GF is in the ratio of 2:1. Length of CG and length of GD is in the ratio of 2:1. It shows that the centroid G divides each median in the ratio of 2:1. The distance between the vertex and the centroid is always twice the value of the distance between the centroid and the midpoint. We'll understand this concept in detail with example in next video. Now we know three median of a triangle meet at one point called the centroid. It is denoted by G. For all types of triangles, the location of G is in the interior of the triangles. The centroid divides each median in the ratio of 2:1. I am sure you must have understood altitudes and medians of a triangle in this video. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then don't forget to hit the like button. To get instant updates, subscribe my YouTube channel UMaths. If you have any question, leave a comment and I will answer you back as early as possible. I will be back with some more new concepts, new videos. Stay tuned with UMaths.